On TV, right?
Hello and welcome to another exciting matchup of Echo Arena on VRML Channel 1. I'm SputnikKobra, and I'm joined by my co-caster SirDimwi and the most talented cameraman in the league. So much for subtlety. So this is a matchup between Synapse and Illumidooty, their new name. How do you feel about that name, SirDimwi?
I enjoy it, especially you can see their logo there, the eagle with the playing the horn there. They are taking on a more I suppose patriotic sort of character, calling themselves America's Team, and of course America's Team they are. Also preseason champions they are, season 0 as we sometimes call it. And with mostly with this roster, Wit the only one, he joined I believe in season 2. Back then Ender was in that slot there, but America's Team for sure, they're a fantastic roster. Wit, Speedy V, QL Young, Burbs, those other three being on since the beginning. They've been just a stalwart team. And of course Synapse, Synapse, they've been around for a while. Zackin.com, that is .com, manning
wait, did I hear that right?
Spots.
What was that?
That that was .com.
I can't get over how good that is. I'm gonna ruin that way before you do.
Try and do it. But yeah. So, and then they're also gonna have Caption and Mamba in here. And also, I realized I was not aware of this because the news broke yesterday. Rosie Hope joined the Illumidooty roster. We're not sure in what capacity. I don't know, and if the context around that, I really don't know much else about it. But she did join that roster just yesterday evening. Notable, her and Caption were actually on a team together in that preseason Rampage back then. So it's just a fun little bit of trivia for you, a little connection, tangential connection between these two teams, as we are about to get started here just any moment in this fantastic matchup.
And a fantastic matchup it will be, and with the countdown underway and this neutral joust about to begin in this first round, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be surprising, and I don't know who's going to get this disc first.
So as we count down to start round 1, teams are away, and now it will be Synapse getting there first. Going to take a headbutt there immediately to that near side trap, so it turns over. QL Young going to get there to pick that one up. QL Young up to Burbs. Burbs sending that one up to Speedy V. Speedy 5 on the far side, sending that one back to Wit on the back line to slow this one down and set up in a more proper formation, as they have now broken through mid. And you see what they did there. They broke through mid and then reset to set up in the offensive zone like that. That is phenomenal patience, play, consideration there from Illumidooty.
Speedy, who's got one of the biggest brains in the game, and Wit, not any slouch himself, fighting that pass to the floor, and they're gonna put it in the goal from behind. So Burbs will start this off with 2 points with a shot to the lower part of the goal, bouncing off the rim into mid. So that's 2 points on the board to Illuminati, and they really ran out this clock on this first possession.
And I also want to point out, so Speedy V, he sends that pass down to Burbs, and there's probably that coordinated, there's just that acceptance there that once he sends that pass to Burbs, Burbs probably going to go in for the shot. So Speedy V, his job is not over. He doesn't send the pass and then watch it happen. He sends a pass and immediately attacks the goalie to try to coordinate that. And QL Young hitting that one 19 meters out. Illumidooty is going to go up by 5.
QL finding that 19-meter shot, really pushing this team ahead. So 90 seconds off the clock, 5 points to Illumidooty, and Synapse has to respond. They need to find some momentum. They played last night, and they did a great job. A very even matchup between Ethereal and Synapse. Synapse coming out on top. So with that being said, it will bounce off the wall into the hands of Caption. Caption under pressure from this defense coming out of bubble. And this drive towards the goal. Wit will find that save at his midsection. And Caption will pick it back up. And they're going to opt to reset it all the way to YouTube. So they're slowing this down. They're trying to find their possession, and under pressure, getting sent out from behind, but that player is out of position, and that shot will find its way into the goal at the upper pocket. So Caption with 2 points of his own.
Caption taking that shot on a defender and a goalie there, and you know, sending that one to a different place than that last one that was sent in that Witt got the grab on. But that Synapse, yeah, first 2 points on the board here in round one, just over 2 minutes off the clock, almost 2.5 minutes off the clock. Still a 3-point lead to Illumidooty, who are currently in possession off of that offensive joust. Witt with it there. Witt under pressure, sending that one in. Does complete the pass there to Burbs on the near side wall. He's going to send that one back to the back line. Slow this one down a little bit. Speedy V, long cross pass there to QL. QL assaulted. What a read there by Caption, who gets the grab. Going to get that one. Attempt to clear it out. Caught in that far side trap.
And it will sail through on that follow-up clear, but Illumidooty's there, but Synapse coming through and taking that long shot, and that slap out's gonna come through, but it's not gonna be out, and the double back-to-back save from Illumidooty, and will be slapped down off the floor to QL Young finding that clear, and this is the Illumidooty stack, following it up, finding that three, able to convert on defense, get down court, follow up with a 15-meter three, and it's now a 6-point lead to Illumidooty.
That was Witt. That was Witt in the goal. The 2 stops there. Absolutely ridiculous. The madman. Also, league moderator. Fantastic league moderator at that. But wow, yeah, that defensive play there, and then turning it around. Speedy V getting that one in for the 3. That's a 6-point lead, but still over 6 minutes to go in this one. Although there's a turnover there. Speedy V picking that one up in the bubble, setting that one out. They're going to look for a dribble, although we talked about this yesterday. What's the difference between a dribble and a self-clearing boost? Burbs, oh, he goes for the reset there to QL. They're pulling that defense out. They're trying to wrap him up, but no, Caption does not fall for it. He picks that one up, sends it out to Mamba to turn this one around.
QL taking a little bit too much time, trying to gain a little too much distance. He'll have it stolen by Caption. And this is Synapse on display. They're trying to gain this momentum back. They're going to send it back for that reset to the floor. So with possession now, YouTube trying to find his opportunities. We'll send it to Zach. Zach going to go to post, and that stun will come through, shutting down that opportunity. Burbs finding that clear through trench, and it's going to change possessions.
Once again, that was Witt. That was Witt again. Witt getting that stun in the bubble to stop that offensive opportunity there. But Caption there at mid, able to pick that one back up, sends it to .com on the back line. .com back to Caption. Caption now, excuse that, sending that one into the bubble there. Will it be Burbs? No, it's going to be picked up by Zach. Oh no, he gets stunned out as he's sending the shot in, and that's going to be Witt picking that one up. Witt now sending it over to QL. QL right in the hands of Caption, but QL gets it right back, and they're moving through mid.
A lot of great full court pressure from Synapse. Illumidooty still able to find those stops, regain possession. So with this pass to Zach, Zach looking to make a drive towards the goal, setting it up to ceiling, and Mamba descending with that 2-meter 2.
And there's Synapse next 2 points on the board. That's a minute and a half since our last goal. Synapse absolutely fighting tooth and nail to get those points on the board, but points they absolutely needed as they now cut that Illumidooty lead in half, just over halfway through this first round. So trying to get back into this one is Synapse. Not that they were ever really out of it. As Speedy V is going to handle that one on the far side, sending it up to Burbs. Burbs has Witt near side, walking up, trying to draw that defender to him. Does also gets a stun out. But Witt's going to go ahead and once again, you see them, once they get through mid, they opt for that reset and they just get set up again, and they allow the defense, they basically, it's a reset. I mean, you can't really say, it's self-described. Big pass there, QL going back to Burbs. What a goal there. They're going to go up by 6.
And a beautiful give and go from Illumidooty. And this is a different pace from a lot of the Master games we've been seeing lately. A lot of the other Master games play at such a fast pace. Illumidooty opting to just slow it down, find their opportunities, work their way into the bubble, and get beautiful plays like the one we just saw. So with joust advantage now to Synapse, a pass to Mamba, to Tunnel, and then the stun coming through, shutting down that opportunity. So Illumidooty trying to convert on another turnover.
Now far side there, that's going to be Caption picking that one up. Caption now with it, sending that one out as he gets stunned out right there in the hands of Witt at mid. Excuse my stutter. As Witt sends that one up to QL, they're going to start spreading out here into the offensive zone. Speedy V there on the near side wall sends that one back to the far side to Witt. Witt sending it back to QL. And that's another reset there, as they did kind of have a kind of a jumbled entry into the zone. They just went ahead and reset it again. Very patient is this Illumidooty team. A very different strategy than what we may have seen in the past. But now, yeah, QL just refusing to play until they pull that defender out. Which is, they could do that in their current, in this score situation.
And they're going to opt to just maintain possession, run out this clock. You've seen this time and time again with a strong team that plays heavy possession. So with that loose disc, it will be slapped down. A little bit of a scramble for possession. YouTube defined it at ceiling, sending it through tunnel. And the reception coming through, and maybe a wild shot, maybe a turnaround shot. And that pressure on that stack, they'll find the pass out of bubble. They'll send it forward, and it will bounce off the Geo. But 2 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. Synapse can still come back.
And now handling that one is, oh, what a shot there, opportunity, good grab, big grab there in the goal once again by Wit, as Burbs is going to pick that one up, send it out through that far side tube, all the way down and into the Synapse bubble there. Will be a race for it, a bunch of stuns coming out, dinging off the post, but Mama gets there first. 2 minutes on the clock. We still have a 6-point differential. It's still possible for Synapse to come back, but they need to start scoring right now. As Caption sending that one up to .com. He's going to get stunned out by Speedy. Speedy sending it right back into the Synapse zone.
And it will bounce around Bowtie. They'll send it forward through mid, but Illumidooty seems to be there to receive it. But that pressure, that stack coming through, they'll be able to get it out of their bubble. It's going to sail towards mid, but a minute 40 seconds on the clock. Synapse needs to start capitalizing on turnovers. They need to start getting down court, and a long shot will come through. It will be wide. It will bounce right back to the original shooter. Down to the floor, that pass will come through. It will bounce off the Geo slightly wide. But Illumidooty still pursuing that disc, sending it back. A defender there to pressure that possession holder, and then a pass right back. So they're doing what they do best, which is play to their advantages, and they have them right now.
So QL once again just holding that one on the back line, forces .com to come out to him, stuns him out, sends that one up to Wit. Wit far side now, moving in, has Mama in front, goes behind the goal there to Burbs. Burbs getting stunned out by the assault. That was Caption coming out of the goal. And Zach W getting this one cleared out through that near side tube all the way into the Illumidooty zone. We're going to bounce up to the ceiling, near side wall. That is going to be .com getting there first. .com has a teammate in the bubble. That is Zach W. But .com getting stunned out there by QL. Getting this one sent into the bubble, the tube there, but Caption there to pick that one up, sending it back to Mamba. Mamba, far side, inverted, sends it into the, miscommunication there. He was sending it into .com, but .com had just turned around to stun out the goalie. And now that one loose on the far side there, still loose. Nobody going to pick that one up. Ultimately, it will be QL. But round one is going to be in the hands of Illumidooty here, up by 6 with just 22 seconds to go.
And with that clear being stopped by Zach W on the back line, Zach trying to find some pass, some opportunity, and another long clear coming through. And that will be the first round to Illumidooty. Synapse, they've shown that they can come back, that they can play with the best of them, but they're just having a hard time finding a rhythm as Illumidooty just plays heavy possession, and they just secure this win.
And a solid victory there too, Illumidooty in that first round, but it was not an easy one. You know, it's only a 2-goal difference there, a difference of 6 points. And you're also looking over the stat line there. I mean, the goal high in this one is Burbs with 4. He is the only player in the game with more than 1 goal, as QO Young there with a 3, Speedy V with a 3, Mama and Caption with a 2 apiece. Also worthy of note, Wit there with 5 saves. 5 saves after 1 round. Burbs also picking up 2 there. That is absurd.
Wit really allowing this defense to prosper, to capitalize on offense, making a lot of great clears where the stack would pursue it, find possession in the bubble of Synapse, and make the shots. But really, Wit shining in this first round with 5 saves, a lot of great saves. You saw that back-to-back save, and just great stuff from Wit. And let's see if he can continue to do it for the rest of this game.
And also, shout out to Asterion Products there. 5 tier 1 subs gifted to the community. 5 subs for 5 saves there. Right in line with the theme as we were discussing it. Big shout out to those guys. Thank you very much. You know we love you. You know I love you. Yeah, absolutely. We are already getting ready to start this one back. Round 2 underway, about to be underway. Illumidooty taking round 1, 10-4, and quickly Illumidooty winning that joust. That's going to be picked up by QL. They have an opportunity here, trying to get it. Burbs got the goal. He's going to get it. 7 seconds into round 2. Illumidooty is going to go up by 2.
And you can see how dynamic this team can play. They changed the pace from the first round. Now they're starting off, getting that shot, getting that score within 7 seconds, opposed to the last round where it took a minute. So they're really shifting it. They're not allowing this Synapse offense or defense to really predict what they're doing.
Also, another shout out, Chong Wang throwing out 5 tier 1 subs, gifting those to the community. Another big shout out to that. That is absolutely huge. We are always grateful for those. Thank you very much, Mr. Chong Wang. As it's going to be synapseincontrolhere.com, sending that one in to Zach W. Zach W, near side wall, coming into the bubble. They're 2-on-1. He takes a shot with the whirly twirly. He's going to hit that one to tie it up here in round 2, 1 minute in.
Synapse trying to force this third round, giving it their all. It's tied up. They don't want to fall in a deficit like they did the previous round. And it's hard to come back from these shifts in momentum. And we're going to see if they can do that right now.
So Illumidooty with this joust advantage. QL Young handling that one, sending it up to Speedy V. Speedy V forwards it through the tube. Ultimately, Burbs is able to handle that one. Burbs, though, getting stunned out there by Mamba. Big turnover there for Synapse here. Almost 2 minutes into this first round as this one gets sent all the way down. An in-lock shot there. Caption. 18 seconds after the last one, Synapse takes her first lead of the game. They're up 5-2.
Fantastic pursuit by that stack off that clear. Caption finding that 14-meter 3 above the goal, way outside the bubble. So now this 3-point advantage to Synapse. Illumidooty 2QB. QL Young sending it left to Speedy V. Speedy V finding that follow-up pass in mid. And that stun will come through, disabling that player, allowing that interception at the floor. And another clear will come through, that stack reading it. And that shot will be stopped. A beautiful last-second save by Speedy. Another slap into the bubble. And trying to get it out of their bubble under pressure will be Illumidooty. And finding that pass off the Geo, but losing it. Another stun coming through, and Speedy will now have possession. He's looking for his teammates under this double coverage in front of him. And sending it forward to Wit. Wit is going to be stunned down and will be now in the hands of Synapse.
How many times in this round have we seen Illumidooty break through that mid? And in the neutral zone, Synapse, in the offensive zone, Synapse is able to stun them out and get that turnover. Still in control, though. Caption sending this one to Mamba on the backline. Mamba pulling Wit out. Look how aggressive Wit is playing right now. Going after Caption now. Caption sending this one into Zach W. Zach W on the floor, near side wall. Zach sending over to Caption. He's going to hit it for another 2. They're up by 5 now.
What a great play from Synapse. It looks like they're starting to get into a rhythm. Caption finding that pass from the floor by Zach, getting right into the bubble. A beautiful cross. Getting that pass right outside the bubble, having enough time to take the shot. And now it's back to Illumidooty. QL Young to QB under pressure, going to send it left on that quick pass to Speedy. And you can see this Illumidooty offense getting their positioning right off the bat as soon as they roll out. And they'll have this pass to the floor. Burbs now looking at this 1v1, opting to send it back. And this is what Illumidooty can do. They can slow it down, but they're now down by 5. They'll have to make a comeback.
Now QL slowing it down. Duty still playing that slow, considered, patient game as Synapse refusing to come out of the bubble. Good feed there to Wit. Wit over to Burbs. They're going to hit it. They finally break through that defense after several minutes, scoreless. And they're cutting that lead back down to 3 here. Back within 1 goal is Illumidooty. What a play.
It definitely was a play. Burbs finding that loose disc off the stun by Wit. Wit getting that assist even though it was unintentional. So it will now be just advantage to Synapse. TQB will be YouTube. YouTube setting it to the floor. But there's an error coming through. Can they capitalize on it? Illumidooty pursuing it with that backup stack. But getting stunned down. Not getting rid of it in time. And it will be a loose disc through the tunnel. And Illumidooty will have it. Speedy V looking for an opportunity. Sending it right in another error. Can they capitalize on this? Synapse looking to. Sending it forward into the bubble. And they have this opportunity. But the save denying that shot. Denying that slow put in behind the goal. So now this is a game. This is 3 points advantage to Synapse. But Illumidooty is not giving up in this second round.
The defensive play in this game, we're seeing 2 vastly different defensive styles and 2 incredible executions. Speedy V lock shot off the ding ring. That one's going to bounce out of the bubble. We are halfway through round 2 here. The Synapse currently up by 3, 7-4. Duty in possession. Speedy over to Burbs. Burbs, he's going to hit another one. They're back within 1.
This is now a 1-point game. This is exciting in the second round. Still anyone's series. Best of 3 for anyone just tuning in. It will be now joust advantage to Synapse, maintaining this 1-point lead, looking to extend it. 4 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. Joust advantage now to Synapse. YouTube to QB. Taking his time. Now they're going to take a page out of Illumidooty's book.
Yep.
Taking their time, sending it to tunnel. Zach W. Not under pressure just yet. So Illumidooty really playing reactively right now, trying to read this offense and making this stop. It looks like it paid off, so Speedy V with it, not under pressure just yet, going for that clear, and this is up to Illumidooty to read it.
That was a pass to Burbs, didn't quite take, but that was a beautiful pass off of that off the mid wall there. But now this one loose in the bubble. It's going to be QL picking it up, taking the shot from Mamba with the stop. What a grab, what a read off of the backboard. He gets this one cleared back into the Duty zone. 4 minutes on the clock here in round 2. Duty did take round 1. QL sending that one back to Wit on the back line. They're going to reset very deep in the zone here. An interesting. Very interesting time to reset. But that's how they've been playing, and they're going to stick to their game plan, and it's been working so far, at least in this round, as they are still catching up here. QL Young on the near side, sending that one back to Wit on the back line to reset it again.
And it will bounce off the wall into the hands of Burbs, so I wouldn't doubt their 200 IQ plays. It seems to be paying off, but QL Young's bank shot will be saved by Mamba. That was the opportunity to take the lead by 1. 3 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock, sending that pass into the bubble under pressure, going for that behind the goal pass. Burbs getting there right in time, putting it in at within a meter. So now this is the 1-point lead that Illumidooty needs to take this in 2.
This is a game. Oh, here we go. I am excited. 3 minutes to go here. Synapse down by 1 in possession.com. Handling that one, sending it across there to Caption. Caption sending it across to Zach. Zach slowing it down, moving through this near side tube. Kind of a mirror of what we saw on their last possession, their last Joust advantage, as he walks this one in, finally pulls Burbs to him, sends that one across. Mamba's able to handle it. Mamba down to the floor, bounce past to Zach. Zach now in the bubble, goes back to Caption. Goes to Caption to Caption. Pushes Synapse back up by 1.
Mamba able to read that pass off the Geo, finds Zach at the floor. Caption makes that cut. Wit didn't even see it coming in goal, so that's 1 point lead back to Synapse. 2 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. QL Young to be stopped, and this is an opportunity, and they're going to capitalize on that defensive stop. Now this is a 4-point lead. They may be able to pull off this second round win, force a third round. It's still anyone's game, 2 minutes on the clock.
That is not what you want to see happen in a game like this, at a time like this. Synapse trying to force that third round as Duty now down by 4. That is a minimum of 2 goals they need to score here with just under 2 minutes to go. Still plenty of time. Speedy V sending it through that far side tube up to Burbs. Burbs far side. Gonna send this one back for another reset there. You can predict them at this point. They are so reliable. Wit sending out one over to QL. You can set your watch to these resets from Illumidooty. Speedy V far side on the floor, trying to pull that defense out to him. Goes across there to QL. QL breaching the bubble. It's going to be grabbed there by Caption. Caption's going to get this one cleared. It's going to be a race.
And as QL breached the bubble, Caption plugged it, and that shot's going to be good. So Zach W will find that 10-meter 3, and this is going to be the second round to Synapse. With 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock, it's going to be hard to come back, and I think it might be impossible, SirDimwi.
Practically speaking, I think you're probably right. It's a minimum of 3 goals Illumidooty would have to score in less than a minute. I think it's technically possible, but man, you're talking record-setting if they were able to pull that off. And maybe Burbs going off the backboard, just going wide, hitting that pyramid, gonna bounce to that far side. And as we approach that 45-second mark, yeah, we are now running out of time. We are gonna get around 3, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm excited.
And I am definitely excited too. Taking their time now is YouTube at the wall, retreating out of bubble, finding that past the shield, and going for that steezy shot would be Mamba, but Mamba's not on target. So 25 seconds left. Synapse looking to just get some style points, but that one won't pay off. And at the back line, it will be Caption now. Caption sending it forward. It's going to be wide of its target, but 15 seconds on the clock, not enough time. Synapse just going, like I said, for these style points. Now sending it to the back line. Maybe they're going to try and pull off another point, and that one's going to be wide on that pass attempt. So Illumidooty still pursuing it, sending that 3 in. That one's going to be good. So they're looking to carry that momentum into the third round.
Yeah, what a second round between these two teams. Synapse going to take that one 15-11. Yeah, just absolutely phenomenal performance from both teams. But Synapse, they caught fire in those last few minutes, or those last 3 minutes. They just took off. And now, after that first round, remember when I was saying the first round high points was 4 to Burbs. He was the only one with more than 2 goals. Burbs now game high points 12 points on this one. You got 9 there to Caption, 5 apiece to Mama and Zach, 6 to QL, 3 to Speedy. Wit 7 saves so far in this one. Absolutely ridiculous. If your teammates are not in here watching this game right now, Jackson Jills, they are incorrect. You need to get them in here right now.
And the important thing to notice about Illumidooty's defense is that they never give up. They've made how many saves by boosting back into that bubble and getting slap outs at the last second? They don't give up. They play to the very end. They make stops till the very end. They don't stop until they hear the ringer of the goals being scored. And they don't even stop when the round ends. They make that shot. They play till the end. They get that last 3. They get that last save. And they're going to continue to play as hard as they can.
What is the what's the PogChamp of the day? Somebody pop it into the chat. I want to see some PogChamps of the day here to start this round 3 as teams are out. That is going to be Synapse quickly getting a headbutt on that joust once again. Makes its way into that near side trap, and once again it gets turned over there to Illumidooty. QL sending that one through, but Caption there to pick it up. Caption sending it right back in. A little bit of this ping-ponging to start this 3rd round. That one loose in that bubble. Wit's picking it up. Wit's going to get this one bounced out there to Speedy. Speedy, though, assaulted by that chain. That chain was ready and waiting. Synapse now in a much better position. They're going to set up for a reset there, and now Synapse in control of this disc 30 seconds in.
YouTube will send that forward pass to Caption. Caption to shield, and finding that will be Mamba. So Mamba at 3 meters. This differs from the first 2 rounds in that it was mainly controlled by Illumidooty in the first minute, and Illumidooty getting the first points on the board, but Synapse flipping it on its head, taking the first 2 points. Nearly a minute off the clock. Joust advantage now to Illumidooty.
QL Young, oh, that was a very quick chain, but he got that pass off to the near side. Burbs now with it. Burbs slowing it down, moving through this near side tube, trying to get the. It's very interesting the way they're moving through mid, and then immediately a reset. Take note. This is a game to study. This is a style of play that is clearly incredibly effective. Of course, we are talking about the caliber of players we're talking about. Anything they deploy, they're going to execute well. But this is well considered, well planned. QL Young, well shot there. They're going to tie it up.
And look at the routes they run. A pass from Bowtie to upper Geo. QL Young making that cut towards the goal, coming way outside the bubble, making that drive towards the goal, finding the pass, making the shot at 4 meters. That's some elementary stuff, but when they do it, it looks so good.
No, it really does. This has kind of been Illumidooty's been a team that has run. Oh no, opportunity! They're gonna hit it. Burbs. That's just phenomenal.
It definitely is. Burbs able to find that 13-meter 3 coming out of his hands at 18 meters a second. So 7 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. Joust advantage back to Synapse. Synapse looking to not make an error on this rollout. YouTube to bank right in the hands of Caption off that first pass. Now to Zach W on the wall. Zach's trying to thread the needle, finding it to Mamba. So they get past this midfield and into the hands of Caption. Caption right back to Mamba, but Mamba's not there. Mamba able to read the bounce and getting shut down by Burbs. Burbs will find that clear, and Illumidooty will try and find their stacks, try and pursue that down court, but it will be picked up by Synapse, and Synapse sending it forward.
Synapse now just cycling this one around in their own zone, trying to get it out there with control. Long pass there. I did not realize. Oh, the Caption picks it up. He's going to set it in for the 2. They're back within 1. So Synapse pushing back up on this lead here that Illumidooty still has 5-4, but was only 3 minutes in. There's still a lot of time for the rest of this game.
And this is one of the most exciting games of this season. I'm glad I could be casting alongside you, SirDimwi. So 1 point lead to Illumidooty. Illumidooty will find that forward pass, but that stun out will come through. A wild pass will bounce off the Geo. YouTube now with it, sending it through mid into the hands of Mamba. Mamba's going to opt to send it back, but Illumidooty's stack is right there to shut down that opportunity. It will sail forward towards the bubble of Synapse. Synapse looking to retrieve it. A stun will come through, but luckily they'll get that slap through to Zach W.
Zach going to send that reset back there to .com on the back line, and they're just going to slow this one down, try to draw that defense out. They're breaking that chain up is what they're doing, because, you know, that Illumidooty chain has been exceptionally effective. Now, race for this one. What a grab there by QL, as .com was right there with them, and QL just had the better trajectory on it. As ZachW, though, going to pick this one up, immediately invert on the ceiling there, turning it into the floor, sends it to that far side tube, where it'll bounce around. Caption trying to get there is a little bit too far out ahead of everybody. Still lose. Caption ultimately the one there to pick that up, as he sends this one back to the back lane there. .com far side there to ZachW. ZachW back to near side to Caption. They have Mamba in the bubble, but Zach's going to go ahead and set this one up for a reset there, try to draw that defense out further. As that Illumidooty defense has been so strong. Cross pass there to Caption. And I also got to point out, the real Mamba comes in to stun out the goalie. That was some immaculate coordination, and Synapse takes the lead.
Beautiful execution, beautiful coordination, perfectly synchronized, getting that shot, getting that stun. No chance to make that save. Illumidooty's stack biting off that bounce pass off the wall, maybe miscalculating it, so QL Young to QB, sending it into the hands of Speedy. Speedy almost getting that pass intercepted by that flying player, flying forward and past it of Synapse, but Synapse is going to get stunned out after they sent their own type of stun, and into the hands of Burbs. Burbs with that pressure is going to get stunned out, but he'll luckily get that pass off to QL. So Illumidooty playing slow right now with a 1-point deficit in favor of Synapse, and they're going to just take their time, work this up into the bubble. QL Young with that defender in front of him, getting it forward to Speedy. Speedy with that pass to Burbs, but it will be shut down by Synapse.
That Synapse bubble defense has, for a few seasons now, has just been incredible. .com, the man himself, is going to send it in for that long three. Synapse, for the first time, I think, in this game, we have more than a goal difference. Just over halfway through, actually almost 6 minutes down, and Synapse is up by 4. That is a minimum of 2 goals.
QL Young was there to get the disc, but that stack would come through from Synapse. QL Young grabbing onto the player that was behind in the stack, so he had no chance to make the stun that mattered, and that steal will come through. ZachW now with it, getting stunned out himself, so QL Young will send it forward to Burbs at the floor. Burbs sending it left. No one's there just yet, but getting it right off the bounce will be Speedy. Speedy sending it to QL again, and they're down by 4 now. They need to start executing. They'll make an error right there, so we'll go into the hands of Synapse, and Synapse looking pretty good right now.
Zach is going to send that one in. They're going to have a race for it, although man back by himself. That is, I believe that was QL Young. It was, and sends that one up to Speedy. Speedy going to send it back to QL as they try to break the shit up. Look at that passing. Just using all the geography, all the walls, the ceiling. They do get it back into the Synapse zone, where Synapse will track this one down. Just over 3 minutes to go here. Synapse still in the lead by 4. Illumidooty really need to get some more points on the board here to start that comeback, to get this one back close as we close into the end of this round 3. So that's going to be Burbs on the far side. Burbs sending this one back to nobody. This disc is loose. Mamba has an opportunity. Mamba has Caption cutting in. Sends it to Caption. Caption beats the goalie to it and is going to pop it in for the 2. They're now up by 6.
And what a great jump by that goalie of Illumidooty, but just maybe they could have timed it a little differently, they would have it. But a great move by the goalie, but unfortunately not everything works, and that one didn't, so we go in the hands of Caption. So QL Young to QB, sending it right. You see that stack, that lone player flying right by, getting boosted by his fellow player, and Speedy V sending it right up for that give and go, but that give and go is shut down. Speedy V trying to make an opportunity happen. It will bounce off the wall, but Synapse looks to be having it. And in the hands, it will be turned over. Will be turned over again. You can look at this intensity and making the charge towards the goal and getting stunned out as a player of Illumidooty. And it will be slapped and then retrieved, and their clear will go through. So Synapse looking to get back into the bubble of Illumidooty, but Illumidooty will pick it up. And under pressure, they've got to make something happen, but they'll make an interception happen.
And that was Zach going for a ceiling shot there, but it hits the edge. Oh my goodness, Mamba! Did he? I gotta watch the stream. That was too fast. Did he do it? He did it! The madman, the real Mamba, off the backhand. Ridiculous. And we get a timeout.
And they really needed to slow this down. They've got 8-point deficit that they have to overcome. So they need to figure out their gameplay now with 90 seconds. and I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know, SirDimwi.
It's certainly not easy, and we do see presumably the purpose for that drop there. Somebody dropping out on Illumidooty, presumably a technical issue, as this is a technical timeout. But yeah, an 8-point deficit. They're going to need at least 3 goals to come back there, and yeah, a minute and a half. You know, each goal stops the clock 20 seconds. You know what I mean? You can discount the first goal because you don't really need the you don't have to count that stop clock, that clock stoppage. As you know, you can. It's 2 players are now out for Illumidooty for one reason or another. But you know, once you score that goal, you know, if the game's if the game's over that 20, so you can discount that one. So 3 goals, it's 40 seconds of stoppage. So which amounts to you know, 50 seconds of actual game time remaining if they're going to score 3 goals to come back here. And of course they need at least 2 threes among them. So I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. So yeah, this is a tall order. This is a steep hill. Illumidooty, if they're a team that's capable, but are they going to be able to do it here? We're going to find out sometime soon.
Absolutely. So QL Young will leave the arena. Wit will leave the arena. Now we're just waiting on them to return. And Synapse just not wasting time. They're continuing to boost. They're continuing to stay sharp. They're not going to get iced. They refuse to get iced. So they're still playing. They're still practicing during this timeout.
So go to chat. I mean, chat has been just blowing up for this entire third round. Kong, Dash, Rocks Titan, Rosie Hope, Game, Katie is in there, Far is in there, Andy W, Zach's brother, old teammate Max Law was taken. I like that name. Chong Wang, the man who gifted out those 5 subs. I'm sure Asterion Products is still in here as well. Original VR, what's going on, guys? It's happy to have every single one of you here. And what a game this has been thus far. It's still a minute and a half to go here. It's not over. You know, we just did the math. There's still time. Robin's popping in. This is a super good game. Yes, it is. It's a fantastic game. Axon Jackson also popping into the chat. Proton22, seeing you as well, man. This is just, I'm so happy that we're able to get this one on the stream and in front of so many eyes, because this is a fantastic game.
10 gifted subs. It's so great that the sponsors, they not only support the league, but they come into the games, they tune into the stream, they gift the subs. So much love to Asterion Products, and much love to Chong Wang, another guy making it all happen with those 5 gifted subs. An amazing display of gift. I can't even think of the word, but really, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting this league. Thank you for showing your true colors and coming through.
Yeah, we are grateful. And speaking of the sponsors, just give them all a quick shout out. ProTube VR Cover, HyperX, Rebuff Reality, VRWare, Asterion Products, and of course Fixed Gaming. Fixed, responsible for most of the music you hear on the cast. All of those phenomenal companies that are supporting VRML, Echo Arena, VRML, and the community at large. And so big thank you to all the sponsors as we are counting down the return of this game. Round 3, minute 34, minute 30 on the clock. Synapse up by 8, Illumidooty still in it as we are going to get started here in round 3.
So with that Jazz advantage back to Illumidooty, you can see that stack coming through from Synapse. They didn't get iced. They're not cold. They are still as warm and red hot as ever, so it will bounce into their bubble. It will be in the hands of Caption. Caption finding that clear through tube. Illumidooty trying to recover it on defense. Sailing past it at the ceiling. Both stacks will sail past it. That backline player, Whip, will find it, sending it through tube, but into the hands of Caption once again. He'll send his own pass. That one will bounce back towards the floor, and Illumidooty will overshoot with that triple stack.
And Synapse maintaining possession here. Zach taking a shot. And that's going to be it right there. Zach W with the ice, 16-5. Synapse is going to take this one in the third round. Of course, we're going to wait for that final score. But overall, 2-1 in favor of Synapse. What a performance from Synapse. What a performance from both these teams. And like I said, this is still one to study. That Illumidooty, the way they move through mid. Both of these teams' defense throughout this game. Synapse's bubble defense. Their aggressive defense out in the field. Burbs looking to take one more shot there. There it is. That's going to be the last goal of the game here. It'll be 16-8 in round 3 in favor of Synapse.
And this is some masterful Echo Arena. This is the Echo Arena that we all love to see. Strategic, fast-paced, intense, and physical. And it will be won in 3 games by Synapse.
Yeah, what a game here. This one, I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal. I'll pull up the stats before the stream can. As actually a bunch of my stats got reset, but game high points is going to go to Burbs with 18. Now, I'm not seeing wit saves at the end of that one. I'll have to wait for the stream to catch up here. And once it does, we'll get, whoop. I'm hitting all sorts of buttons. There we go. Stats are on the board there. Yeah, I really want to see how many saves Wit ended up with. Oh no, they got reset there
out.
too. Yeah,
he crashed out. We lost the saves. And QL Young would
unfortunate. Minimum of 7 though.
Yeah, minimum of 7. QL Young would also unfortunately crash out and will lose his stats. But 2 saves to Burbs, 1 save to Speedy, 3 saves to Mamba. Mamba taking over for YouTube, finding the game high saves, at least on the board. So I don't want to take away from Wit's achievements. 5 saves in the first round. Really fantastic stuff on the defense.
And just a fantastic game all around. I got to thank Synapse and Illumidooty for providing us with this one, because this was an easy one to cast. I'm going to be honest. This was it was fun. The chat was going crazy. You know, this was just a good game. You know, we can't get enough of these. But speaking of good games, we have another one coming up here on Channel 1, and we actually have 2 that are going to be going on simultaneously on Channel 1 and Channel 2. North American Master Tier. So Channel 2 will be following Illumidooty. They're going to be taking out Project Mayhem, and that's going to be SputnikKobra joined by Super Dope with Mini Hat on the cams. And then here on Channel 1, we're going to be bringing you King Gorillas versus Redshift, and Katie, who was in the chat there, he's going to be joining me. So much for subtlety will stay on the cams there. So definitely stay tuned for that. Go check out Channel 2 as well if you want to check out that game. They're both going to be fantastic. But Sput, anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
I guess I'll take us out. I guess you're going to go into intermission, and you can see me on Channel 2 casting the other game that Dimwi said. A great night of games tonight. So I'm SputnikKobra. That's SirDimwi. And on camera is So Much for Subtlety. And we'll see you soon.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another big one, another Master Tier matchup, Redshift versus Kangarillas. This is a game I am personally excited for, but before we get to that, I am on SirDimwi, joined now by Akady, still so much subtlety on cams. Akady, how are you feeling about this one?
I'm feeling really good about this one. It should be a really great matchup between these two teams. And of course, every Master Tier game has been great so far this season. And I had the privilege of casting the Kangarillas' first game this week, and I'm really, really happy to be able to do this one as well. And I'm excited to see what Redshift can bring against this powerhouse of a team.
And yeah, of course, that game earlier this week was on Thursday. They took on Project Mayhem, went 2-0. And then, of course, Redshift played on Monday. They took on Joker. That was both of their teams' first game of the season. And Joker, of course, took that one 0-2. And so yeah, Redshift taking on the big, the kind of the two historical powerhouses of North America in their first week here this season. But of course, that means the rest of their cycle, at least the rest of this first cycle will be a little bit more forgiving to them. But yeah, this is a hard week for those guys, but I'm very excited to see this matchup here.
And that being said, I think we should be getting going here soon. I believe the teams are just warming up a little bit more. Yeah, so I think we should be going here fairly quickly.
And of course, just a little bit of history. Zux started actually preseason season 0 on your team, Akady, Chaos. There, that was his first season, first team in VRML. Of course, the next season he formed A+ Ultra, where he brought in Citizen. That's where those two first got started together. And of course, at the end of season 1, I was on A+ Ultra with those guys for about 2 weeks. And I mean, I cannot talk enough about how talented those guys are. I mean, really, and how well they work together. Then of course, Zeus, I played on a team with as well. Actually, I played on a team with every single player on Redshift. Zeus, though not in VRML, it was a Summer Echo Arena League. I actually made a video about that game. If you want to look that up. But of course, and then Supreme previously on Gambit. And I was actually, I didn't play any VRML games with Gambit, but in the after season 2, at the time, Mojolly was taking an extended break. I think she had injured herself. And so they asked me to fill in for her during the offseason for their scrims. And so yeah, I've played with all 4 of those guys. They're all phenomenal. Of course, we all know the guys in Kangarilla, particularly Shrimbitsky. He's always out there. Sealable Bag, probably one of the more popular streams. Of course, never streaming Echo Arena, but he does him. And Subtlety has a lot of experience with Sealable's streaming. But yeah, of course, Mad, one of the best goalies you're gonna find in the league, and Zenith, a man whose name I can never get right. The star. He was actually, if you watch the preseason promo that I put out before that season 0, Zenith is the man behind the joust slap, the joust goal. So just some more fun trivia for you. As I hear Ready Up has gone through, we should hear another one any moment, and these teams should be getting going here at any moment.
Yeah, that says it all, and great little spiel there. SirDimwi, some good history to learn and about the game and about these players, because new players such as myself, coming in just in time for season 2, not knowing as much about the history of these incredible players, it is really interesting to hear about it sometimes, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's fun to to know the greater context behind the games. Of course, Kangarillas also ESL season 3 champions, something some of y'all might not be aware of. Also runner-up, 2-time runner-ups in VRML. And yeah, they are a powerhouse of a team with a very, very long history in multiple leagues. Of course, all these players, I'm pretty sure Zux even played in ESL at one point or another. So a lot of history coming into this one. And and there it is. There is that second Ready Up. So we should get started here imminently in this matchup between Redshift and Kangarillas.
And it seems Redshift was having a little bit of a chat there right before they hit the Ready Up button, and maybe pumping themselves up, getting themselves ready to go here. And the first joust to begin right now.
So the teams are away, and that is going to be Kangarillas getting there first. Looks like Redshift just went ahead and set up on defense. And Zenith got the hands on it first, send it in, picks up his own send in, sends it across there to Sealable. And just like that, Kangaroos have taken a 2-point lead 10 seconds in.
Beautiful, beautiful first play there from Kangaroo. Zenith gets the first disc down, and you notice that he's not got a lot of pressure right off the start, so he gets that first pass and finds the regrab to get all the way down, and great pass and great shot from Sealable Bag.
And hearing that stream is unmuted at the moment, just an FYI there, subtlety, is Zux. Okay, it's fixed. Zux setting out one across there to Supreme. Supreme, oh no, immediately intercepted there by that Kangaroo chain. Mad now bring this in. They've got a 3-on-3 moving in the bubble. Mad fakes one, sends in the next. They're going to go up by 4.
That was a great shot from Mad. I'm not sure if the goalie was stunned out or not, but nonetheless, 6 meters out. It was a great shot, good accuracy. And now it is, like you said, 4-0 in favor of Kangaroos, and Joe's advantage back to Redshift. So we'll have to see if they can get it past half court off this one here, and hopefully get their first goal in. Their first, I guess you could say, the first blood on their side. And they're taking it a little bit slower now as the disc goes off the Citizen from Zux. Zux getting the disc now with a slow pass back to the middle as good pressure from Kangaroos, and they get the disc. Sealable Bag with a nice interception, going for the long shot here, slowly just off the mark, but Citizen picks it up, finding Supreme on the top there, looking down towards Zeus, and Zeus now with an opportunity, might go for the long shot here, will go down below, but picked up by Strambitsky with the great speed of Kangaroos. Great job there, and they get the clear down to the other zone.
And yeah, that long shot was off the mark. Had it not been, though, that chain probably would have caught it. Anyways, Mad going off the backboard. That was going to ding off the side of the goal there. It was right off the side of the post, though. Citizen is able to pick that one back up. Citizen up there to Zeus. Zeus playing out very aggressively at that midline, but that dump in is going to get immediately picked up once again there by Kang. So almost 2 minutes off the clock now. 4-0 still in favor of Kangaroos, as Mad is going to handle that one under pressure by Supreme on the far side, sending that one a bounce pass up to the teammate on the far side, gets it back to Mad. Mad now trying to get away from Citizen, who this Redshift playing very aggressively up to Zenith. Zenith going into Shram. Shram going in, and he's going to plant that one as the goalie is frozen out, and he pops it in for the 2, and Kang is up by 6.
And up by 6 early here as we're just passing the 2-minute mark into the game. It took a whole just over a minute to score that goal after the last one. So a little bit of a slow start here for Redshift. They're playing very aggressive on defense. So might want to take a look at that as some great speed coming from Kangaroos, but some great passing now coming from Redshift as Supreme with the disc, crossing it over to Citizen. Citizen now crossing it back to Supreme at the last second, goes in for the shot, he puts it in as he gets stunned out. Great play there from Redshift, getting back in this game. Their first 2 points on the board of the game.
Yeah, that's what they needed right there. They needed to get some points on the board. They needed to see Kang bleed, and bleed they have. Redshift on the board, as you said, 3 minutes off the clock. It's a 4-point lead here to Kangaroos as they come out for their first Joust advantage of this matchup. Strambitsky quickly sending that one across there to Sealable. Sealable going back to Shrem as he gets stunned out. I believe that's Sealable Bag there on the back line.
I think it was Zenith. Yeah.
Zenith, my mistake. Strambitsky now moving up on the near side wall, sending that one far side across. Ooh, just glances that nacho block there and going to bounce to the far side wall. Citizen will try to get that one cleared out. Bouncing around at mid, where Shrem will pick it back up. So Kang, another opportunity here as Shrem sends that one into Sealable near side. But that chain gets there, picks it up, but Sealable gets it back, but then somehow Supreme comes away with it. Supreme trying to get it out, can't get it out. Although Zeus picking that one up. Zeus going to dump that one in. It's going to be a race for it. It's going to be Redshift getting there first. They're going to send it in, and they're back within 2.
Yeah, great play now. Redshift now a little bit of momentum here as the spark to light the fire, possibly. Getting their 4th point on the board here with just over 6 minutes to go in the first round. This could be the right direction for them for the rest of this first round, as it's now only a 1-goal difference here. Kangaroos still in the lead though, but they're back with the just advantage as they're all playing. I guess you could say upside down. It's not really upside down, is it though? Is it because it's zero gravity? But nonetheless, back in the offensive zone is Kangaroos, but nice reset pass there to Zux. And Zux will look down to Supreme. Supreme going for the long shot here. Will hit off the roof, just barely missing the mark. Picked up by Strambitsky. Strambitsky now trying to get away from the defender. Some great stunnage here from Mad and the back line as he gets the boost away, but and some great movement here from Strem as he gets it back to Mad. Mad now trying to get around Citizen. He does find Strambitsky on the right side. Strambitsky now still, I guess, upside down to the natural or not natural, the default pitch, I guess you could say. I'm trying to find a good word for it, but there doesn't seem to be a right one, as it is technically not upside down.
Yeah, the default orientation is, this is one of their upside down plays there. A shot there, opportunity. Sealable though dings off the post, and then Zux is able to stun out one with the shield. Zeus gets a hand on it. He's going to send that one to the far side, getting caught in that far side trap. We're just over halfway through round 1. Kang still only up by 2. but in control at the moment. Sealable sending that one to Matt on the back line. A little off the mark, but Matt's able to handle that one with ease, and slowing it down once again is Kang, trying to draw that defense out. And how aggressive Redshift has been playing, it's interesting to see that Kang is now seemingly having difficulty drawing Redshift out of the bubble. It's very kind of polar to what we've been seeing most of the game. But there's some good movement. There's some stop. Zox with the grab. Zenith gets it back. Another opportunity. Another grab. Zeus gets grabbed there. He's going to send that one out far side. We're going to have a race for it. I see Redshift in the lead. Are they going to get there first? No, it's going to be Kang sending it out of the bubble. But Citizen there on the far side there to pick it up. So Redshift in possession in the offensive zone. Citizen setting that one across there to Zox. So Zox did not see Zenith. Zenith picking that one up. That's an empty goal. They've got a 3-on-none. Sending this one in deep. It's going to bounce off the shield there. Picked up by Matt. Doesn't make the shot. Supreme coming away with it.
Oh my gosh, what a series of plays here from Redshift and Kangarillas as they were able to regain possession of the disc and get it all the way down. But great defense on the side of Redshift here. And now back in the offensive zone, but Strembitsky, Kangarillas, you know, upping the pace a little bit here as they are feeling that pressure from Redshift, you know, only being up by 1 goal. It's really close. There's nothing really much else to say. It's really back and forth here at the moment. There's not really, it's been a couple seconds now since the last real opportunity here, as both teams are just trying to gain possession and maybe slow it down now. Supreme looking for, it will be Zux. He's being pressured, stolen quickly by Zenith, and he'll get the clear all the way down to the other zone.
So another race right here where Redshift will get to it first once again in their own zone. That pass up is not going to take. Disc is loose, and that's a defensive chain there from Kang, able to pick that one up. Silver Bag is going to dump this one back in. We're going to have another race for this dump. Kang's getting there first. They have a lot of time here to bring this one in, and they're going to plant it for the 2. And suddenly, Kang's up by 4 here. I shouldn't say suddenly. That was almost 3 minutes. We were scoreless there. But still 3 minutes to go. Well, Redshift here with this joust advantage.
You know, and that 3 minutes of time, you know, a little bit more time off the clock, but at the same time, it is only 2-point advantage here. You know, instead of those, you know, couple goals that Kangarillas may have had, those great saves that were made, you know, could be the game changer in the end here as Redshift is back on offense and Supreme with the disc, resetting it now. Looking for the pass. It is intercepted, though, by Mad. And Mad will pick up his own pass with the help of Zenith, and he'll put it in for 3 more.
And now I will say, just like that, Kang is going to take a 7-point lead in this first round. The last couple minutes here looking a little bit different than the rest, but Redshift still looking so strong, not losing their balance, still playing that aggressive game they've been playing all game. What? Oh, wow. Talk about threading the needle there. Zeus, though, holds on for just a moment too long. Mad's going to get the grab there. Mad now, they're looking at an empty net. He's going to give that to Zenith. Zenith taking the lock shot off the backboard. Ooh, the ding. That one's going to hurt as Zux is able to pull up. How did he pull up that shield?
That was a great shield.
That was
my
so
goodness.
Quick. But Zenith picking that one up. He mishandles it. They're looking at a 2-on-1. There's no Kang defense here, although that scoop there, not favorable. Maybe, no, it does ultimately make it back to Shrem on the back line.
And Mad now with the disc, you know, quickly being pressured with the aggressive offense that we've been seeing throughout this match. Gets it over to Sealable Bag, who gets the clear all the way down. That seems to be a little bit of a pattern here from Kangarillas, you know, just killing off more and more time as much as they can as they have that 7-point lead with just 1:15 to go. But it's going to be Supreme now going for the long shot. Oh, that would have been a very big goal there for them. But it's just off the mark. Another shot opportunity here for Supreme. And it's stolen from Zenith. A great play from Zenith. And now a race for it once again. A nice stun there by Citizen, but he gets stunned out himself as Strembitsky grabs the disc and throws it all the way down with just under a minute to go. It's still 11-4 here. Another long kind of break. Oh, and a nice steal here. Individual play from Zenith, and he'll seal the deal here. 2 more points on the board with 44 seconds to go in the first round.
Yeah, that one there will be the ice. We are going to still have some time on the clock, so waiting for that final score, but round 1 will be in the hands of Kangarillas. But what a performance from Redshift. I mean, that was a ridiculously close game for most of the game. For the vast majority of that game, that was a very close game, and maybe getting some points on the board here. Redshift is going to try to, something they can try to build off of, you know, take that momentum, carry that momentum into the second round, as that's going to be Zuck sending that one up there to Supreme. Supreme going long. Cross pass, so nobody in particular. Zux is going to get there first. He does beat Mad to it. Zeus going to take a shot, dings off the post. One more attempt. That one's going off ahead. But no, that will be the end of round 1, 13-4 in favor of Kang.
And Citizen with the shot after the buzzer, just hitting off every single post you could probably imagine. Just kind of capping off that round. And yeah, so Kangarillas takes the first round by a score of 13-4, but that score does not really show how close this was overall. Kangarillas getting the upper hand towards the end there, but Redshift really pulled it throughout that most of that round. You consider the fact that there was one point that it took 3 minutes for someone to score, and at this level you'd expect a goal every couple seconds or so, with the amount of skill that we have playing. But so you can only imagine 3 minutes, hearing that alone without even watching the game, how crazy that 3 minutes must have been. And it was.
And apologies to the viewers out. Oop, I hit the wrong button in the wrong place. Apologies to the viewers out there. Of course, those are the stats from the last game we did here on VRML 1. I'll read them out to you. What we have from round 1. Game high points going to Mad with 5. Ooh. Excuse me, Shembitsky there with 4 points, Sealable Bag with 2, Zenith with 2. Also, Zenith, the Sealable Bag pulling up 2 assists. Zenith with 2 assists, Sealable Bag with 1 assist. Zenith with 2 saves. That's the most in the game so far. And then over there on Redshift, we got Zux with 2 points, Supreme with 2 points, an assist apiece to Zeus and Citizen, and then a save apiece there to Zux and Zeus. Also 2 steals to Supreme, 1 steal apiece to Sealable Bag and Mad. As we are going to get started in round 2 here between Redshift and Kangarillas, and Redshift, they have a fire. They are ready to light. We're going to see if they got it lit here, as once again we see Redshift set up in that defensive formation for that joust as Kang gets the first hand on it, but now a bit of a ping pong at the moment. And
eventually picked up by Citizen, being a little bit pressure here from Sealable Bag, and quickly by Zenith, but he gets the disc off to Supreme, who will get the disc cleared down, and it'll head off of the side. I call that pyramid sometimes. Citizen going for the long shot here, but it's picked up by Zenith. A nice save there. Gets the clear all the way down to Sealable Bag, and he'll go for a shot here. It'll hit off some Geo, and picked up eventually by Zux. Nice reset to Zeus there in the goal. Some good communication there, but hitting just off of the little nugget there. Once again, resetting it to Supreme. And a nice stun from Sealable Bag to seal the deal here. And put it in for 2 points to start it off. 9 minutes remaining in the second round, excuse me.
Now, of course, notable is, that's almost a full minute. Took for us to see that first goal there, and what a stuff there by Sealable Bag to pick that one up and send it in, as it is going to be Redshift with his joust advantage, handled there by Zux. Trying to send it to that left too, but it takes a bounce off of the station block, where it'll be now picked up there by Zenith. Zenith now moving through that near side too. We're going to send that one up to Mad. That was Mad that got stunned out. And now back in possession is Redshift. Zeus going to go for a long bounce into the bubble there. Takes that goofy bounce, but Citizen picks it up. Citizen going back to Zeus, but the pass is a little bit off, and Sealable Bag's there to pick that one up. But picking the pocket is Supreme. Supreme now moving under the bubble. Maybe an opportunity here. No, he's going to go ahead and reset this one to Zux. A shallow reset. Zux sending that one into Citizen. He's going to plant it. They're tying this one up to almost 2 minutes in.
Yeah, what a great decision there by Supreme. That was definitely the play. Reset that one to Zux. Find Citizen on the back end, as he couldn't directly go for Citizen there, as of course there's the goal in the way, with the goalie in net ready for it, and especially all the defenders coming at him. So that was definitely the right decision there, and they're tied up here with 8 minutes left.
Stram playing QB on that one, down over to Sealable Bag. Sealable Bag going back across to Zenith. Zenith now moving up, has Matt pushing up deep. Zenith going to slow that one down, send it back to the back line of the Stram. Stram going back to Zenith. Zenith now has Mad in the bubble. Has Sealable across, goes to Mad. Mad's going to plant it for the 2. They're going to retake the lead here, go up 4-2. Yeah, just over 2 minutes in.
Mad is on fire right now. That's his 7th point on the night. 4-2 for the Kangarillas. Big point, big response after that first one. You don't want to let Redshift take the lead here, as it's a little bit back and forth right now, so it could be dangerous for Kangarillas if they let Redshift gain at least a 2 possession lead here. But a nice shot attempt here. It is going to hit off some geometry, so float around. Strembisky able to scoop that one up and throw it all the way down to the other side of the arena, taking a couple more bounces, so it will be floating up. But Strembisky able to recollect his own shot. Going for a shot, it's going to hit off the lower tube there, off the backboard, and it will be Zux getting the clear down to the tunnel, getting it to Supreme, but it will take a bounce into Sealable Bag's hands. Sealable Bag looking for a pass option. He finds it. Strembisky and Zenith waiting for it, stacked up. Gets it back to Sealable Bag in the tunnel. Sealable Bag looking for the cross pass, but there's 2 Redshift defenders there looking for that one, and they get the clear all the way down.
Now it's going to be, excuse me, I believe that was Supreme who got the hand on it first, sending this one to the back line where Zux will pick it up. Zuck sending it right back up, but it takes a bounce off the Sky Trench there. Supreme trying to track that one down, but he's surrounded by Kang players, sends it into the bubble, but right in the hands of Mad. Mad now going to just dump this one towards mid, where Zucks will handle this one cleanly. So quick turnover back in the hands of Redshift. What a grab there by Zeus. They have an opportunity here. Citizen going up to the ceiling here, just out of reach of Supreme. That is unfortunate. As they had a 3-2 advantage or 3-1.5 in practicality. As Zucks is going to get it back though. Zucks over to Citizen. Citizen walking this one in. Oh! He takes a shot 1-on-3 against Kang's defense, and he's going to plant it. They tie it up again.
What a shot by Citizen. That was absolutely incredible. I don't think I can emphasize enough how amazing that shot was. Having 3 Kangarillas defenders just waiting for the disc, watching him the whole time. But he said, I don't care. And he shot it top shelf where Mama hides the cookies is what I like to say.
Oh, no.
And a great interception from Supreme. And he's got his hands in the air like he just doesn't care. And they take the lead for the first time this game. It's 7-4 in favor of Redshift. Joust advantage back to Kangarillas.
This Redshift team is feeling something right now as we are approaching the halfway mark in this second round. Kangarillas did take the first round 13-4. Right now, Redshift up by 3 as Zenith here. 4 Kangarillas handling this one on the near side wall, slowing this one down, trying to force that that Redshift defense to bite, and they will not. So he's going to go ahead and send this one back to the back line there to Shrem. Shrem now is going to start walking this one up as that Redshift is forcing them to make the play, and that pass is not going to be on. It's going to turn over. Supreme picking it up, and he gets stunned out there. Mad now with it. Mad sending up and across. Look for Siobo out of reach. That Chain is returning. The Chain overshoots a disc. Siobo gets there first, sending this one back to Shrem. Shrem sending into the bubble. Zenith walking it in. What a grab there by Zucks. Zucks sending it out right there in the hands of Shrem. Shrem sending it back in. Another grab by Zucks. Zucks going to get this one sent out, caught in the near side trap in their zone, and back in the hands of Kangarillas. So Kangarillas back in possession after a few opportunities there. Another opportunity coming. No, it's going to be a turnover. Citizen picking it up. Citizen clearing it out. It's going to be a race. Kang, they're neck and neck. Just get the opportunity goes just wide and out of the bubble.
I am speechless right now. What a defensive play from Redshift, and great opportunity here for them now in the offensive zone as the disc is just floating out to the upper trench area. It's a race for it. Mad will be ahead of though, so he'll get the slap down. Attempt shot on goal, trying to be picked up here. Will be picked up by Strembitsky, and he'll put it in for 2 points just inside the bubble. Now 1 point game here. Redshift still in the lead though, 7-6, with about 3 quarters to go in the second round. What an eventful set there that was for 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah, that was an 8-meter too as well. So Strem just barely over the line there. Zucks is going to handle this one for Redshift, sending that one down to Citizen. Still in the lead is Redshift. What an interception there. Oh no, missed opportunity, but getting it right back. Oh no, 2 missed opportunities. They miss 2 threes, end up with the 2. They do still take the lead, but that one, you know they're talking about that.
Yeah, I've seen this in the past. Zenith, in the last game, he was able to take that opportunity like right on the shield to kind of come back a little bit and make sure it was a 3-pointer, and he made it that time. But this time it was a little bit off the mark. But luckily for luckily for Kangarilla, Strembitsky was able to pick that one up and seal the deal. Or was it seal the bag or Strembitsky? I can't remember exactly.
At this point, I'm not so certain.
But nonetheless, Zenith with the disc gets the pass to seal the bag on the right side. He'll go in. Nice pass to Mad, and Mad is going to hit off the post. And Zeus will recover, crossing it all the way down to the other side of the arena. And now it's going to be a race for it. It will be Zeus getting there first, but it's just past him. So Supreme now picking it up, looking for the bottom pass to Zeus. And Zeus goes in for 2. What a pass, what a play. Redshift back in the lead, 9-8.
What a game this is turning out to be. This back and forth right now is something also notable. Kangarillas looking a little out of character on some of those shots there. You don't see that many dings from that roster, but they're going to be feeling it on this next one. They're talking. They're getting back in the game. Strembitsky handling that one, sending this one in. Oh no, it takes that ugly bounce, picked up by Citizen, going for the no way. Oh, what a grab! Zenith saves that one from going in. He saves that lead. Another pickup there, Supreme. Another opportunity. Just why they're going to pick this one back up. Citizen brings it in. He's going to plant it. They have now taken a 3-point lead.
Wasting no time on that second shot off the rebound from Supreme. Citizen grabbing the disc and just chucking it in there at 18 meters a second. It's winding down here. Redshift, on the plus side here, 3-point lead, but at the same time, Kangarillas, as we know them, they can really come at you when you least expect it. And so now they're back on the offense as Mad trying to get rid of the disc here as he's being pressured. Quick recovery from Citizen. Citizen gets the clear. Oh, it's actually going to have some geometry, but he'll recover it and then finish off the clear. But Zenith recovering it with the help of SirDimwi and maybe some miscommunication there as the disc is floating. It's going to go in the goal!
No!
Supreme! What just happened?
Oh no.
I gotta watch that again.
Stream, leave Brittany alone. Oh no. Anyway, Strembitsky handling this one. Strem, they are currently down by 5. We might be seeing a round 3 here, ladies and gentlemen. Mad sending that one across to Zenith. Zenith anchoring up. Jukes a little bit, gonna set it in for the 2. They're back within 3, and that would only take 11 seconds. And we're gonna have about what? About 13, 14 once we come out of the 2s.
Something like that, yeah.
So still possible for Kangarillas to shut the door on this one, but they're gonna have to be quick.
I mean, but we have seen some quick goals this game from Kangarillas, you know, right off the Joust, especially Joust Advantage with Joust Advantage to Redshift. We've seen a couple of interceptions, so they might be playing a little bit safer here, maybe waiting for the clear. They find Zeus, gets the stun though. Supreme looking for the pass, is gonna miss though. Citizen quickly realizing and getting back. Zeus able to pick it up. Getting to Zux. No, it's gonna go stun! It's gonna be a 2-pointer! Just outside, or just inside the bubble. And that will do it for the round. Redshift taking it by a score of 13-12. How close can you get?
Wow.
Wow is right.
I'm just stunned. I am blown away, but I am stunned. That was Redshift. Oh my goodness. They just took Kang to third round. This is amazing. There you go. You've got some stats there, at least from the second round.
Speechless.
Yeah, that was something special. Yeah, game high points, at least in that round, are going to go to. That is Citizen there with 6, outscoring everybody else. Also, look, what I find surprising is the lack of saves in this one. Now, I know we are talking, both these teams are very offensively minded, but I'm still a little bit surprised by how few saves. Now, even steals, limited, Connemara, bunch of bits. Thanks, man. Oh my, Asterion products, and 5 tier 1 subs there.
Again,
yeah, that's 10 here today. Thank you guys very much. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you guys very much for that. We are going to get started though here in round 3 between Redshift and Kangarillas. I am take the phone off the hook. Call your friends, call your loved ones, tell your mother, your
everyone in here right now.
And once again, we see Redshift set up in that defensive formation on that Joust, just handing it off to Kang. Now, Kang is trying to make them pay for it, but no, it's not going to happen. This one works out once again here for Redshift. The Supreme is going to get this one cleared out.
Yeah, no, we've seen this from all 3 rounds right off the bat. You know, it's been working out for them. It didn't work out great in the first round, but in the second and now the third, it's been working well for them. Zenith with a nice slap there to get it out of the bubble. You know, dangerous zone there. Now Strembitsky going to pick it up. No, it's going to be Supreme getting a nice pass to Zux. Zux now looking for the passes. Citizen going for shot off the post. And Mad to pick that one up. And getting the clear all the way down. Wow, it's going really far. It's going to hit off the backboard. A quick rebound here for Zenith, and he'll put it in at a sharp angle for the first 2 points on the board. Once again, Kangarillas with the first blood here in the third round. That was, again, like every single play is eventful right now. I'm loving this.
Yeah, that was a quick turnaround there. Redshift had a few opportunities that just didn't take, and then oh no, Zuck's missing that one. They're lucky that Kang did not come out on with an aggressive scheme on that one. As Citizen, he's although aggressive enough, they get the turnover. Zenith up to Mad, long shot. Oh wow, Zucks was just getting there. He couldn't get the grab on it. They're gonna take a 5-point lead.
Wow, what a beautiful shot from Mad there, and a good defensive effort there from Redshift to get back as fast as they could, but it just barely missed it. And Mad was able to put it in for the 3-pointer. Now 5-0, 2-possession game with 8 minutes to go. Lots of time for Redshift to get back in this. A quick pass to Citizen, keeping the disc on their own end, slowly getting down to the offensive zone, not rushing too much as they don't really have to right now. Nice pass down. just barely off the mark, but Supreme trying to pick it back up. It's going to reset it now as he feels the pressure on his back. Gets it to Zux. Now back to Supreme. Supreme looking for Citizen. Citizen on the shoulder, juking around Zenith. A great stop. Not even in the goal, but he stops it regardless, helping out Mad in the back end. And now Strambisky and Mad doing all the work here, getting the disc down the other way, but it's going to take a bounce off and head towards the Kangarilla zone once again, where 3 of the Redshift players are waiting for it, going for a shot here. It's going to have some geometry. Mad grabbing it now, resetting it back to Zenith. So Zenith now taking it slow once again. Down the field, it's going to take a bounce off the wall, so Zeus able to pick it up with Citizen. Looking for the back pass. It's going to be floating now as Zux has to float around to pick it up. Finding Supreme all the way down the field. Looking for the cross pass to Zeus, but Zeus is just off the mark. But it will be picked up by Citizen. That's a great read by him. Great pass to Zeus! A great save from Strambisky. I believe that was off his head.
It was.
What a save.
That was a great stop there by Strem. Zenith going to send that one into the tube there. Strem's there to pick it up. Strem going for that long shot. Going to go quite a bit wide there, bouncing out of the bubble. Still loose, though. Going to make its way all the way to the back line where Matt will pick it up. So still in possession is Kangarillas as Matt sends that one across there to Zenith. 3 minutes off the clock here in round 3. We're still, Kangarillas still up 5-0. Although we've been scoreless for well over a minute now, as Matt sends that one down to the floor there to Strem. Strem up to Zenith. He's going to plant it for the 2. And yeah, minute 43 since the last. Kangarillas are going to go up 7-0.
Seal the bag with the perfectly timed stun on that one behind the goal. I'm sure he was waiting for a pass, but at the same time he said, you know what? No, I'm going to stun the goalie and make sure we can get those goals in there. You know, probably didn't seem like the goaltender was, you know, expecting the stun there. So greatly timed stun, but a quick offense here. Zeus now, it seems as though he has Strambisky in goal waiting for it though. So he'll reset to Supreme. Zeus has a trail on him. He gets the stun on Mad. Great stun, but Strambisky picks it up and gets the clear down the left tunnel.
And that one now in the Redshift zone. Redshift does get their first set of Supreme picking that one up. He has Citizen behind him. Trying to get that one into the tube. It takes that ugly bounce. Strem's there to pick it up. Strem sending that one across. The chain is there to receive that pass. Zenith sending it into Mad. Mad sending a shot. That one's going to go high and wide and bouncing out of the bubble. Bit of a scrum for it here. It's going to be in the hands of Supreme, who gets that slap on it towards the tube, but takes another ugly bounce. They can't get it out of the zone. And this one, there's another, that was a bounce pass attempt. Sealable ultimately getting there, going to slap that one to Strem on the back line. Strem slapping it across there to Zenith. And another ugly bounce, but somehow Kang maintaining control here. Mad now. Strem, shallow back line there on that reset. Strem now just going to back this one out, try to make space around the bubble there, as they do have time to dictate the pace of the game here, as they do have that 7-point lead. That is a minimum of 3 goals. Zenith is going to handle that one on the far side. Zenith now moving in. He's going to send a soft pass there to Mad, and Mad is going to plant that one for the 2. They're up by 9 halfway through round 3.
What a play here from Kangarillas, slowing down the play when they needed it most. That was a great, smart decision there by the entire team, especially Strambisky, to take the disc back and back it things up, slow things down, you know, cut down some momentum here from Redshift as they started gaining a little bit here. But they're just off the mark on some of these passes, but they're going to have to start making them, as it is a 3-possession game where those 3 possessions would be all 3-pointers. So more than likely going to need more than 3 goals here to tie this one up or even take the lead. But back in the offensive zone is Redshift once again. So Zux with the disc now looking for the cross pass to Supreme. Nice pass to Citizen. Citizen puts it in the bottom pocket, slam dunk. What a great little slap pass. Was so not expecting that at all. I didn't even see Citizen coming in there. So great awareness there from Supreme and some great communication from Redshift to get their first points on the board, you know, with 4 minutes to go here in this 3rd round.
Yeah, that was that's what they're gonna have to do to get past this Kang defense in this 3rd round. But that's, yeah, I said it in the 1st round. They needed to see Kang bleed, and Kang bleed they did. Now in possession is the aforementioned Kang, Strambisky now on the front of the pack there, sending that one back to Sealable. Sealable back to Strem. Strem trying to go back to Seal. Seal's coming out of that stun. He does get there, but has to send that one back to Zenith on the back line. Zenith now sending this one in far side there to Sealable. Sealable looking for a cross pass there. Nobody home, and Supreme's going to get there to pick that one up. Supreme's going to get this one cleared out good enough, but Kang is going to get there first as a bunch of stuns are going out downfield. Is Strem now holding this one, going to try to draw that defense to him on this next attempt.
And Kangarillas really spread out here, looking for an option, crossing it over to Mad. Mad now looking for shot option as the goalie was stunned. A good attempt there from Zeus. You know, he was sunned out. He tried to hit it off with his head, but nonetheless, a 2-pointer here for Kangaroos. It's now extending it back to a 9-point lead with just 3 minutes to go here. The Redshift will have to gain some momentum and relight the fire that they had in the second round and really gain some momentum here.
Yeah, they're still not out of it, but yeah, as you noted, running out of time is Redshift, and that 9 points is a lot when you're talking about a team like Kang. You're not going to do it like that. Strembitsy's going to get that one picked up, sends it in. It's going to be in the hands there of Zenith. Zenith, he's going to get stunned out. Now it's turned over. Zeus with it. Zeus has the lane. Zeus going to take a shot. That one's low. Takes a flat bounce. They got Zux in there. Zux is going to plant it for the 2. They're back within 7. 2.5 to go.
And, you know, it is Echo Arena. Anything can happen. And we've seen, you know, even teams such as Kangaroos go on those kind of streaks of just like giving up the disc at times. But you never know what might happen here. So Redshift, Kangaroos back with just advantage. Redshift just got their 4th point for the round. Quick pass down to Zenith. Zenith now back to Strembitsky, who was waiting at the nest, the original position of the disc. And taking it slow once again, as Supreme is slowly getting there, as he's probably get that extra 0.3 meters per second, but he'll pass it back to Zenith, who, once again, I think Kangaroo is really just trying to kill some time here, as, you know, that 7-point lead is nice to have, but at the same time, it can be dangerous. It's a long shot coming in! 8 meters out! It's a 3-pointer for Citizen! What a shot that was! Back to a 4-point difference here with a minute and a half to go. Very doable for Redshift.
Yeah, this is suddenly a lot more, looking a lot better here for Redshift. They're not only down by 4, also shout out to Palador. That was for you, buddy. As Strembitsky sending that one across there to Zenith. Zenith now handling that one on the far side. It's playing slow as Kang. They need to run this clock down. Zenith's just going to do a juke there. A juke. The first time I saw that particular juke, it was actually performed by Zux, none other. But now Mad mishandles that one, picked up by Zenith, trying to scoop that one towards the goal. But now Zeus with a hand on it, sending that one out. Strembitsky gets there. Strembitsky sending that one in to Mad. Mad is able to handle that one. Mad going to Sealable. Sealable's going to play that one for the 2. They're back up by 6. There's still a little time, but man, I don't know if it's enough.
It's tough. It'll be tough. It'll be tough for Redshift to come back here. They'd have to get one right off the bat, and I think Kangaroos would know that as well, so they're probably going to keep Mad or Strembitsky in the goal. So they can, you know, try to deny those 3-pointers, and they try to go for the Hail Mary there, but Sealable Bag able to pick it up and gets the disc all the way down to the other end. I think that should do it for the match, especially if Mad can finish it off here, but just out of reach there. Picked up by Supreme, but still not enough time here as the clock is running down. 15 seconds to go. That should do it. Citizen, though, going for one more attempt, but picked up by Strembitsky once again. So that should seal the deal. Sealable Bag grabs it with 5 seconds to go. The final score, Kangaroos 13, Redshift 7. Kangaroos takes the match by a score of 2-1. What a great match overall.
Yeah, and what a showing there by Redshift. They took a round on Kang, which is absolutely massive, and then they almost mount that comeback there in round 3. Just an incredible performance, and one that you can feel good after this one. When you're talking about a team of the caliber of Kangaroos, nobody really, I would say, nobody expects you to win. And it's hard to say something like that. You kind of have to prove. You kind of have to do it before. You have to do it a few times before people start believing it. But the Redshift proving in this one, they are of that caliber. They're almost, they're there. They just have to do it, and they almost did it in this one. Yeah, this is week 1. They'll have more opportunities. And what a showing! I mean, that was an amazing game there by Redshift, hands down.
Yeah, I know the second round especially was really in their favor. They were able to just everything just connected. It was working great for them, and they were able to get that last point there right at the end of the second round to take the win on Kangaroos, which again, like you said, not as expected as you might think, but nonetheless, great game, and I can see a bright future here for Redshift going into this season.
And now pulling up, we'll go ahead and pull up the schedule here. I don't believe we have any more casts this evening. I'm going to double check. At least none have been announced. Actually, yeah, there's only even one more game after this time slot. So yeah, this will do it here for us in this first week.
Actually,
no, I'm sorry. Did I miss something?
Illumidooty and Project Mayhem in round 3, 1-point game with 4 minutes to go. Go check that out on VRML too.
You know, yeah, actually, yeah, we're not going to lollygag. Thank you for joining us here on VRML 1. We're gonna end this one as quickly as we can, so at least we can get that one hosted or rated, whatever. Palador, set up the raid as Palador just scored a goal there. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here on VRML 1. I am SirDimwi, joined by Katie. So much for subtlety on the cameras. We thank you very much for joining us here on this Redshift versus Kangarillas matchup. We hope you have a good evening, and we'll see you in the chat over there on VRML 2.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.